Welcome back to the show. Well, we all have one, but what does your name say about you? Better yet, what would Donald Trump utter? Would he utter those famous words, "You're fired," just because of your name?
Ooh, I don't want to hear that.
Doesn't sound anything like Donald Trump, by the way. I'm fully aware.
It was a good try.
Terrible.
Well, according to our next guest, that could be the case with just your name. Sharón Lynn Wyeth joins us to explain a little bit about this. So, is Donald really possibly going to give us the "you're fired" if it's just based off of our name?
Well, the two words "you're fired" made Donald Trump famous.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have been famous otherwise. He was already trumping all of his competitors. And look, it's right there in the name.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, which is so wonderful. But we wouldn't know about him if it hadn't been for the 14 seasons of The Apprentice, where he was saying, "You're fired," and we all can't wait to hear those words, as long as they're not directed at us.
Exactly.
Did you know that the United States government even passed a law that said we all had to have a name?
Oh, really?
That's how important our names are. So, would your name get you fired?
I want to find out. So you have a special quiz that's going to help us know?
Yes, it's a 5-question quiz that you can be taking right along with everyone else that says, is your name going to get you fired?
Okay,
All right,
well, this is important. So let's do question 1. There it is. Does your name start with a C? So now, Sharon, I have to ask you this because I go by Tina, but my real legal name is Christina, so this makes me a little nervous. Do we go off of our legal name or what people call us?
If you've gone by the same name for more than 7 years, you're going off of the name that you're called. Okay. However, running slowly underneath as a subcurrent is that legal birth name.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with a 1 yes for me, just because I'm going to go with my legal name, but you're a no.
Okay, I'm a no.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to know why
you
don't want to have C for your first name?
Yes.
All right. C means that you're charming and charismatic to cover the need to be in charge and in control. These are people that are better off working for themselves, or at the very least having autonomy.
Ooh, wait. Okay, I'm liking that, though. That doesn't sound totally bad. Okay, what's question 2?
Question number 2 is, do you have a UR in your name?
I'm a no.
Like a combination?
Okay, like Kurt Cobain.
Oh, okay. No, I do not.
Okay, the UR means that you lack discernment skills, so you're not always saying the best thing at the best time because you're lacking that piece of discernment to know when to open your mouth and when to keep it quiet.
I might have a little bit of that anyway, but...
I was going to say, wait, our executive producer, Ken Carr, he doesn't have a UR, but that might...
His name might be Kurt.
Kurt, yeah, I know. So what's question 3?
Question number 3 is, do you have a CH anywhere in your first name?
Okay.
Because a CH means that you like to do things the hard way. Because you want to make sure that you're getting them right, so you make them harder than they have to be. So it doesn't go with ease. You know, where everybody else is really at ease with things, you want to make them hard because that way you really get them.
Oh. Tina, did you have that in yours?
Yeah, because I'm a Christina. So I have 2 yeses in so far if we go with my real name, but you have none so far.
I have none.
Okay.
I like this so far.
I know. I'm going to root for Tina, but okay, what's our next question?
Okay, the next one is, do you have an RT combination anywhere in your name? The people that have an RT in their name, like Bart Simpson, okay, they're perfectionists, and it's just an excuse not to get started or never to finish because it's never quite good enough to be done.
Oh,
okay.
You're in the clear.
Sense. I'm totally in the clear right now.
I've got 2 yeses. All right, last question.
The last question is, do you have an FF or a double F in your name, like William Jefferson Clinton? This means that you have a tendency for exaggeration and have a good imagination. Now, it's good if you're in a creative writing field, but if you're not in a creative writing field, bosses don't like all that exaggeration.
Yeah, okay, so I have 2 yeses out of 5. What does that mean about me?
So if you have 1 yes out of the 5, it means that you're going to get called into that boardroom, but you'll probably get out unscathed. However, if you have 2 or more, when you're in that boardroom, you're going to hear Donald Trump say, "You're fired."
Sorry. Don't. I hope neither one of my bosses are watching right now.
So I think this is really interesting, finding out what, these are just some examples of things and names that tell us a little bit more about us. What can we do with that information now that we have it?
Well, if you know what your name says, you can minimize those attributes that are going to get you in trouble and give you some hard times, and you can maximize the attributes that keep you hired and where everybody wants you around.
And you've done all of the legwork for us. You've researched all of this information to come up with this new study. And you put it into a book.
And I put it into a book. Well, 33 years ago, when I was making seating charts for my 8th grade math class, I realized that the people with the same first names often shared a lot of qualities and characteristics, and I wanted to find out why. And since my brain is trained in patterns, being a math major and then having my master's, I said, all right, there's got to be a system to this. And so it took me 15 years to figure out all the nuances and all the patterns. And then I went and traveled and spoke in over 70 countries about names and perfected the entire system.
Wow. Well, Sharón, we are going to tell our viewers how to get this amazing book. And I'm so glad you came on today to tell us a little bit about what our names mean. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you can get the book by visiting knowthename.com, and with it you will receive 92 free days of emails that teach you how to interpret any name.
And just letting you know, Books and More right down the street here in Tucson also carries the book as well.